Hi everyone, I'm Scott. This is my channel CineRam, and since I have kind of limited time today, before I no longer am able to shoot a video, I wanted to dash this off real quick right here. Normally I have nice little index cards with creatively spelled names of films that I'm looking forward to at the start of every year. Kind of short on time for that, so instead I'm just going to dash this off while looking at my computer screen with a list of films that are due to come out this year. Let's start with movies that definitely have dates, at least tentative dates. First of all, we have The Fall Guy, which is coming out in May. This is directed by one of the John Wick guys. No, I'm sorry. He did the first John Wick movie, and then he went on to do Atomic Blonde. This is an action comedy with Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt, and it looks like lots of fun, and I'm really excited to see it. I've also seen the trailer practically in front of every single movie that I've seen over the last couple of months. But it's fun. Emily Blunt has great chemistry with everybody she co-stars with, and this is no different with Ryan Gosling. Deadpool 3 is coming out in July. That's the only Marvel Studios movie that's coming out this year. Deadpool, of course, was part of the X-Men franchise over at Fox. Now that Disney owns Fox, they now have Deadpool. They can get Hugh Jackman to come back and play Wolverine again, as well as a bunch of other people that are, secret, I guess. I don't know exactly who they are. Don't really want to know. I want to go and see the movie and have lots of fun being surprised by who shows up in this movie. Anyway, it's a new Deadpool movie. Lots of craziness, lots of joking, lots of fourth wall breaks. Sounds like fun. It's not directed by the guy who did the last couple of Deadpool movies. It's directed by the guy who did Free Guy. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. I mean, it's all Ryan Reynolds, really. He's the star of the show. He's co-writer and everything like that, so we're counting on him to make things good. Beetlejuice 2! Beetlejuice 2 has finally been made! My goodness. It's coming out in September. Michael Keaton is back as Beetlejuice. The bioexorcist, Winona Ryder, is back playing Lydia. New cast member, of course, is the girl from Wednesday, who was also played by Christina Ricci. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm confusing Christina Ricci with Winona Ryder. Christina Ricci and Winona Ryder co-starred in a movie called Mermaids with Cher in the early 90s, in which they played sisters. And sometimes I get their parts confused. Not all the time, but just once in a while. Anyway, Tim Burton is back directing this movie. Normally I don't look forward to Tim Burton movies all that much, but this one, yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Beetlejuice is a crazy movie. It's lots of fun. It came out in 1988, and here it is almost 40 years later, over 35 years later. We're finally seeing Beetlejuice 2. So, cool, great. Now here's an interesting little double feature. We've got two movies, Love Lies Bleeding and Drive Away Dolls, that have very similar premises. You have the main characters are two young women who are romantically involved with each other, and they get involved with some crime shenanigans. The serious movie stars Kristen Stewart, and she falls in love with a woman who's a bodybuilder, and they get involved with her crime boss dad. And some shenanigans ensue there. It's a relatively serious movie with a serious tone, whereas the comedic version is called Drive Away Dolls. It is directed by Ethan Coen of Joel and Ethan Coen fame. It's his first film as a solo director. And the main characters are Geraldine Viswanathan, if I'm pronouncing her name correctly, from Blockers and a few other comedies. She's also in the television series with Daniel Radcliffe and Steve Buscemi, God, Angel something, I don't know, I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, it's her and Margaret Qualley, and they rent a car, but they're mistaken for mob lackeys, and so they're given a car with some illicit merchandise in the trunk. Also, Pedro Pascal and Matt Damon are in it. Yeah, Ethan Coen, solo directing debut. Now, Love Lies Bleeding doesn't have a date as far as I know, but Drive Away Dolls is supposed to come out February 23. It'd be fun to see them both on the same day. There's your new Barbenheimer or something like that, only with premises that are much more similar to each other. Just the tone is different. You've got the serious version and the comedy version. That sounds fun. Now, another movie that's scheduled to come out sometime before May is the new Alex Garland movie called Civil War. It's about Some states in the United States fighting, the governments or as a whole, they're rebelling. They seem sort of like MAGA types or what have you. I'm not sure exactly. Some people think this movie looks pretty dumb. But, seeing helicopters and tanks blow up buildings in Washington, D.C. sounds like a fun time to me. The cast is really good as well. Kirsten Dunst is one of the main characters. Jesse Plemons, who she's married to, plays one of the guys on the opposite side. I guess. Yeah, there's, it looks pretty sensationalistic, but it could be fun. I don't know. It could be fun. And Alex Garland is a guy I generally like a lot. He did Ex Machina, and he did Annihilation with Natalie Portman, which is an excellent movie. So, worst comes to worst, maybe it'll be a little bit dumb, but at least it'll be a spectacle, and it's very sensationalistic, I guess. I guess that appeals to me. So here's a few movies that I'm looking forward to that don't have dates yet. Woman of the Hour, the directorial debut of Anna Kendrick, which she also stars in the movie. Basically, she's playing a woman who goes on a dating show, and the guy she eventually chooses turns out to be a murderer, a psychopath, something like that. Anyway, it's comedy. Love Anna Kendrick, and she's directing this one. Also, delayed from the previous year is Gonzo Girl, the directorial debut of Patricia Arquette, in which she also stars in the movie. It could have come out last year, but it didn't. I haven't seen a trailer for it or anything like that, so I guess maybe they're still editing or, trying to get the right date or something like that. Anyway, hopefully that'll come out this year as well. Richard Linklater recently presented his new film at a film festival. It's called Hitman. It stars Glenn Powell from Top Gun Maverick, who played Hangman, and also the actress who plays Bix on the Disney Plus series Andor, a Star Wars series, Andor. I can't remember her name, sorry. Anyway, love Richard Linklater, so I'm not sure what he's got in store, but could be exciting. Then there's Here. Here is a movie that Robert Zemeckis has directed. What I understand is it takes place entirely in one room, but over the course of many decades, and you see all the people that come in and out of this room. Is it a bedroom? Is it a kitchen? Is it a living room? Is it an office? I'm not sure exactly. But some of the people in the movie are Tom Hanks, who has been in a lot of Zemeckis movies, Robin Wright, who is in Forrest Gump, and Kelly Riley, who is in Flight with Denzel Washington, also directed by Zemeckis. And also a large cast of minor characters who come in and out of the picture as well. I took a look at IMDb and I didn't recognize most of the names on there, but of course those three I did. So that might come out later this year. They're either in the midst of shooting or nearly finished shooting, so hopefully it'll come out by the end of 2024. Finally, here's a movie that may come out this year, although I'm not going to count on it, but it's possible. Francis Ford Coppola's new movie, Megalopolis. Megalopolis, yeah, it's some sort of futuristic drama, epic, lots of weird costumes and production design. It's got a huge, enormous cast of characters. Francis Ford Coppola is famously a guy who has trouble finishing movies or makes lots of changes. There's lots of delays in the films that he does. The Godfather movies went pretty smoothly, I suppose, once they got past the whole casting of the issues of the first movie. But yeah, he's had a lot of other issues with completing movies. And this movie has been trying to get made for a long time. Finally, he's making it, so it could come out this year. We'll see. So those are the movies that I would say are the ones I'm most looking forward to. A few other movies that could come out this year or have dates that I would say my honorable mentions. You've got the new Yorgos Lanthimos movie. He just, of course, had Poor Things come out, and he may have his new movie coming out by the end of this year. It's called Kind of Kindness. Margaret Qualley and Willem Dafoe and Emma Stone, who are all in Poor Things, are in this movie as well. There's also The Bike Riders, Jeff Nichols' new film. I've seen the trailer for this a couple of times, but it didn't actually come out yet. Am I recording? I think I am. I can't tell. Oh yes, there's a little indicator in the bottom saying, sorry. The Bike Riders has Austin Butler and Jodie Comer as the main characters. He is a part of a biker gang. Tom Hardy's leader of the gang, and he is encouraging Austin Butler to take over the gang if something happens to them. It's a drama about guys on motorcycles, a motorcycle club. Jeff Nichols is a really good director. He does lots of independent dramas, so that could be very good. In addition to those movies, we've got Furiosa, the Mad Max prequel. Charlize Theron's character is now played by Anya Taylor-Joy. Chris Hemsworth is also in the movie, and as I recall, they're both Australian, so they don't have to put on Australian accents. They can just... Oh, wait a minute. Furiosa didn't have an Australian accent in Fury Road. So Anya Taylor-Joy will be Australian. She might be English. No, she'll have an American accent. Excuse me. I'm sorry about that. So that's in May. Then we've got, Dune Part 2 comes out in March. That's pretty soon. We've got a two-part Kevin Costner Western called Herein. Huge cast in this one. He's actually teaming up again with Will Patton, who he's starred in at least 3 other movies with, and Jeff Fahey, who was in Silverado, and Wyatt Earp way back in the day. Both Westerns. He's making another Western. He's got Jeff Fahey back again, so that's pretty cool. They're due to come out at the end of June and in the middle of August. 2-part movie. Released just like, about a month and a half apart from each other. Alien Romulus is a new Alien movie, and it's directed by the guy who did the Evil Dead remake from a few years ago. That's coming out also in mid-August. And we've got the Joker sequel with Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga, and apparently it's a musical. I'm not a big fan of the Joker movie from 2019, but the fact that this is a musical just makes it sound all that much more nuts, and that appeals to me. That's coming out in October. So those are the movies that I'm most looking forward to seeing this year. Obviously, there are a bunch of movies that could come out this year that I'm not yet aware of, but the ones that I think are most likely to come out, those are the ones that I'm excited for. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Later.